Good morning, FloRacing. It is Sunday. It is my favorite day of the week. It is race day at the World Series of Pro Mod, the biggest, richest Pro Mod race in the history of the known universe. And the only person that could come up with a saying like that is my man here, Drag Illustrated's Wes Buck. Wes, just thoughts on the weekend?
First off, thank you. And it's so great to have you here and to be a part of this. You've been a part of this stuff for a long, long time, so
Yes.
it seems only fitting. But man, I don't know how else to say this, but I feel blessed. I feel proud. I feel grateful. But I also recognize this is a labor of love. Like, I don't want to fail to acknowledge the effort that has gone into this. Like, not just from me, but like our entire team at Drag Illustrated, everybody here at Bradenton Motorsports Park, our partners, FloRacing. I mean, I've never seen a group, in my opinion, work together more effectively than I saw in the build-up to this event. And I think we're reaping the rewards. My dad used to tell me the 7 Ps, and it's prior proper planning prevents piss poor performance. And I think that's what you're seeing right here today. We were ready to go.
Drag racing is a community of family and of friends, and I think it shows. You just hit on it with the people involved in making this happen. But forget about that. Look at these pits. If you build it, they will come. You have done this. There are enormous car counts, 60 some odd Pro Mod cars, 18 Mountain Motor Pro Stock cars. I don't think there's ever been that many on the property at the same time. What does that tell you about what you built?
What it tells me is that Door Slammer Drag Racing is a marquee attraction, that people want to see this. For the longest time, the belief system has been that you gotta have nitro to sell tickets, right? That it's all about nitro. And I gotta tell you, there's a place for that, and it's a fantastic thing, and I want to see it grow and flourish, but I also am not gonna sit back and let all my boys and girls, my guys, my brothers and sisters in arms that race Pro Mod and Pro Stock not get their flowers, right? This is the universal language of drag racing. These are the Pro Modified specifically is the only class of professional drag racing that is successfully contested around the world. People get it, cars that look like cars. We've got to lean into this, cowboys and badasses behind the wheel. We've got to put these guys on a pedestal, and that's my mission, is to shine as bright of a light as humanly possible on the people that I believe make our sport what it is.
Man, you are the most passionate human being I know, and that's coming from me. Let's talk qualifying. I'm gonna lead this off with, I got a message on the FloDragRacing account that said, I paid for this just for this, and if I see nothing else than those 4 rounds of qualifying, I would have paid more. Holy crap last night.
I don't even really know what to say. You know what, I'm wrong. I'm gonna backtrack that.
You always know what to say.
No, it's the people. I said this last night during our chip draw. I'm so proud of our operations team here at Bradenton Motorsports Park. Wade Rich leading the charge out here on the racetrack. Gavin Carter, Lonnie Grimm, our operations managers on the race side, did so much to make that go smoothly. 61 Pro Mods ran Q1 in 1 hour and 20 minutes.
I've never seen that.
An incredible feat that I think may be what I take away from this of what we're capable of. But I got to tell you, it was the racers. That can't happen without that group of people. That caliber of car, that caliber of team. Everybody was up here tight. I told them, tighten it up. Right? Let's come up here. Let's be ready to race. Let's be ready to put on a show, and they delivered it in spades.
Listen, you put this together. You're one of my best friends on the planet. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud to be involved in here. Keep tuned on. We're going to keep you live on this pre-race coverage. We're going to send it up to the tower with Don and the announcers and see what those crazy fools with the microphone have to say.
Thanks, guys.
Good morning. It is Sunday. It's race day, World Series of Pro Mod. I got goosebumps right then when I said that. We're getting ready to give away $100,000 to one driver in Pro Mod. If you are just tuning in right now, this is your first day watching Flo World Series of Pro Mod. I cannot tell you how much you've missed. I don't have that much time. The level of excitement, the things that have went on here at Bradenton Motorsports Park, the event that DI has put on. We have sent champions home, Wally winners home, Ricky Smith, Hall of Famer, home. Guys, I'm going to introduce you right now because we have got to get going. I cannot control the goosebumps on my arms right now. Let me introduce you to somebody that you're going to see today from the top end. Joe Castello, wide WFO podcast, NHRA guy. He has been in Florida soaking up the sun. He lives here. Look at his tan versus mine. Joe, you're going to be on top end taking care of all the interviews today. You've been here hanging out. What's kind of stuck out in your mind as we went through 4 sessions of ultimate craziness for Pro Mod?
Well, Don, the historic nature of this event, frankly, is what stands out. The energy, the passion, the field. Drag Illustrated, Wes Buck has done such a great job of trying to create a moment. I think about Woodstock, right? They had this plan, and they built something that lasted for years and years that people are trying to recreate. This event is going to be people are going to try to recreate this event for many, many years. You mentioned Tricky Ricky Smith going home. Brandon Snyder going home. These guys did not make the 32-car field. You had 4 days of testing. You had 4 sessions of qualifying. Now we've got the quickest 32. We did the chip draw, so it was totally randomized. We're going to do that each round, and so it is just total chaos out here, and the fans that are in attendance watching on Flo and the CBS Sports Show that I'll be doing that'll run after the fact down the road are going to get a real treat.
Oh, I couldn't agree with you more. And, Joe, just to go with that, right, when we're talking about the number of people we went on, for the fans at home that are tuning in, added a second chance race. We're talking about 61 Pro Mods were on property this week. Wes and his team added 16 more cars to it. So if you look at that, we had 32 cars with 4 different power adders within 0.06 of a second in the first half. And the bump spot missed it by 8 thou for the second 16, and that was the bump spot that carried the first couple of sessions. That is crazy.
Yeah, you got to say hats off to the rules makers, right? The guys that, Lonnie Grimm, the job to, and team, of course. Lonnie would hate if I gave him all the credit. The whole team has worked together to make the playing field as level as is possible, and it worked. You got the multiple power adders. Johnny Camp up front, put 2 Hun on the rest of the field. If you take him out of it, it's 4 Hun separating 31 cars. That is pure insanity. You know, as a racer yourself, 4 Hun on the starting line is well within the realm of possibility. So this is anybody's race, and we're just going to have to see how it plays out. Now, I will say this. Weather conditions, much hotter. It certainly feels a lot hotter today than our 2 daytime sessions, and so being able to keep up with the track, being able to get hooked up to the track, and it's not about the scoreboard today. It's about who gets to the finish line first, which is going to make it very unpredictable. You're
absolutely right, and to go on top of that with the weather conditions, 1,900 feet of density altitude right now, 102 grains in the air. The power adding, the weather conditions, the track. We saw the sessions Q1 and Q3. That was more race day type of conditions that the teams were dealing with and the tuners. And I know a lot of them that I talked to around the starting line before the session started, they were focusing on this day. And there are a bunch of them. They said multiple times, 70s will get it done today if their driver can get off the starting line first.
Absolutely, and with that extra humidity in the air, I'm thinking maybe the nitrous cars getting an added bonus there, run a little bit better in the high humidity. But it's going to be a $100,000 grudge race every time you see 2 cars go down the racetrack. Someone loses, they're done. They get no chance at that winner take all $100,000. That is absolute insanity. So the energy is high, the intensity is high, and the excitement is high. I can't wait to get going.
Absolutely. And folks, we are going to get going. Again, World Series of Pro Mod. I'm getting ready. You're going to see her. You know who she is. Courtney Enders, throwing it back to you, my partner in crime at FloDragRacing. World Series of Pro Mod. Here we go.
Courtney Enders here again on the starting line at Bradenton Motorsports Park. Guys, we are literally right in the middle of the action. Sportsman guys are coming up, but we just wanted to give you a little schedule update. Sportsman's going to be on the track right now. We'll tune to them in a second. At 12 o'clock is going to be opening ceremonies. 12:30 we're going to have National Anthem, Invocation, and then 1 o'clock p.m. Pro Mod will be live on Bradenton Motorsports Park for the World Series of Pro Mod. Keep tuned in all day.